Hey guys, good afternoon. I wanted to make the second video relating to the 10 tips of 10 days, my topic covering forgiveness. So today I wanted to talk to you about this journey that I'm also going on in terms of forgiving someone. It's not easy. The emotions, the burden and the guilt that you live with yourself on a daily basis, that you want to forgive the person, but at the same time you really don't want to because you feel so angry and frustrated with them. I want to share this with you because I think my experience will also relate to something that you're going through right now. And the person that I want to forgive is a really close member of mine, of my family, who I've been very close with for all my life. And they're an elderly person, but they did something that I just don't want to forgive them for because I can't understand why they did it, first of all. So I'm going to talk you through the way that I'm managing to deal with the situation. I've had situations in life where I've had to forgive people on a regular basis. People, friends, family, they do things to you all the time. But it's always easier when it's not that big a deal. I mean, we find ways to get over it. We find ways to forgive them. Just like we make mistakes ourselves and we're able to pray and ask God for forgiveness for our sins. Why can we not do that with others? So I still haven't forgiven that person, and this is why on this 10 days and 10 tips that I'm going to share with you how I'm going to be able to do this and how it will really inspire you to do the same. So the person that I'm forgiving, just to let you know, the person I'm forgiving has been a big part of my life, all my life, and I've done so many things with them. I traveled the world with them and they mean the world to me. But it's got to a point where, because I've done so much with them, I would never imagine them or even expect them to do something bad to me. I wouldn't expect them to even say a bad word about me. But the reality is in life, guys, that sometimes people do things that disappoint us. I don't think it's intentionally. Sometimes it might be a mistake. It might not be meant with any harm. They might do things or say things that they don't necessarily realize the effects of what they're doing. So I want to start by sharing with you this first video on how to enlighten the pain, how to explore the pain, how to explore what we're going through and why does it hurt us so much for what they did. So to start with, I want you to sit down and think about what it is that they did to you. When I say sit down, I mean get down in like a prayer position, sit down, be alone, be in a dark place, be in a light place, whatever it is that works for you. It might be sitting in a garden like me right now with the nature and just being able to really explore your feelings of pain and understand what it is that's hurting you so much about what that person did. When we're unable to accept something, we can explore those feelings. Then what I want you to do, I want you to think about how much that person means to you. I want you to think about all the good things that that person has done in your life. So forget about the bad thing that they did that was huge, that was so big that you can't forgive them. Think about the positive things of that person. Think about the things that that person has done in their life or in your life. Why they were in your life, how they were in your life, and the great things that they have going for them. Think about those things, even if it's so difficult. Like that person that I don't want to forgive right now. When I was a child, I used to go to their house and I used to eat food with them. They taught me how to cook. They taught me many things that I still remember as an adult till this day. And I've traveled the world with them. I've been to some really amazing places and I've had moments where I can laugh and cry with them. And I can reflect on those moments, but I still don't want to forgive them because what they did is wrong. So just reflect for a moment on what it is that they have going for them, the strengths, the positive things that made you like them in the first place. Imagine your life knowing that you've never forgiven that person and God forbid something was to happen to them tomorrow and you never got to forgive them. You never got to tell them just how you really felt. So just like me, I'm still going through this emotional anger and rage, but I'm kind of starting to accept what they did and I'm not accepting that it's okay, but I'm accepting that they made a mistake and that they didn't mean any harm by it. Just sit with yourself for a moment and practice thinking about the positives of that person. So for the next 10 days, every day I'm going to inspire you. I'm going to share some research with you and about what other people have developed, different models that can help you to learn the art of forgiveness. Not only forgiving ourselves, but forgiving others. There was a model that I studied yesterday, and it's called Naila's model of forgiveness. It talks about 4 different phases of forgiveness. So I'm going to walk you through that journey and try to help you and myself to forgive that person that's done wrong to us. And whilst doing that, we're going to practice mindfulness and being in the moment and really learning to change our mindsets to think more positively and remove any anger from inside of our minds or any guilt and frustration or whatever it is. And to be able to approach that person that did us wrong and discuss it openly with them and learn the art to forgive them. So thank you for listening to this video today. A takeaway tip for today is go and sit with yourself. Be with yourself for a moment. Take 5 minutes to just sit and reflect upon life. Think about that person. Think about the good things that they have to bring, even when they're in the tip of your mind and you hate them and you just don't want to think about them because they really make you feel angry, because it takes time. Time is what heals. Time helps us to recover from situations and really learn the art of forgiveness. My boss was really hell to me for 3.5 years, and some days I ask myself, why? Why was he like that? Did he see what he was doing? Did he know how much he was hurting me? Did he know how much he was embarrassing me, shouting at me in front of others all the time? But you know what? Time enabled me to forgive him as well, because when I think about it, he was also under stress. He was also under stress from management to deliver and to do things. And he didn't mean to shout at me every day. He didn't mean to speak to me in the way he did. He didn't mean to be aggressive in how he was. But that's his character. But he didn't see it. So we can also learn to forgive people, but time will be the key player here. So I'm going to come back to you over the next few days and walk through it with you and help you to recognize those strengths in people and help you to forgive people or someone that's done you wrong, or forgive yourself. Perhaps you've done something wrong in life that you want to be forgiven for doing that. Follow me on this next 10 days and let's see if we can take this journey together and we can share our tips and help one another. Tomorrow I'll be talking to you about the Naila's model of forgiveness and the 4 phases of how to forgive people. Thank you for watching, and I will be joining you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. I'm currently in Ras Al Khaimah here in the United Arab Emirates. As you can see behind me, I'm in the garden and it's like 42 degrees I think right now. It's super hot, but it's beautiful. So remember, and all the hard times that you're going through, remove the burdens and the guilt and the sin and the feelings of frustration, anger, resentment. Let go of them. Live your life happier and healthier. Enjoy and embrace every moment of your day. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day, guys.